Hello, and welcome back to Hunter Tuned. I think I might work on my transmission today for the Honda because, as you guys know, in one of the last videos, I took the motor out of this thing to find out that I cracked all the sleeves on the B20 motor. So this thing's junk. The DevCon did not do its job that I wanted. Actually, it did work really good, but we just pushed it kind of really far. So that's going to need to get thrown in the garbage, and I'm waiting on my motor to get back from the machine shop. I'm having the block decked and the head decked so we can have fresh surfaces to bolt together our new engine. It's going to be a GSR that's clapped out and using a bunch of used parts. But we're going to try to make it work and see how much power we can run through that damn thing. And I also got some carbon lined synchros for my GSR transmission. So I was thinking maybe I can take apart my transmission today and show you guys kind of how to take it apart. Not sure how much I'm going to get done on it today. It's been, kind of shitty weather lately here in Wisconsin. Winter is kind of coming in with a vengeance, and as you can see, the hatch is full of snow. And today it's like, I don't know, 20, like low 20 degree Fahrenheit. So like, I don't know, 5 to 10 below Celsius. And it feels warm. If that means anything to you guys. Because it's been dropping down to the teens, like 0 degree wind chill. So, I mean, it's been kind of cold out. Haven't been doing a whole lot, really wrenching or anything like that. Playing a lot of Forza Horizon 4. Because, that's a fun indoor activity I can do. And I've been thinking about getting back into RCs a little bit because there's actually there's a hobby shop that's like local. It's like a mile down the road from my house. And they actually offered me a job, like a part-time job there. So I might be taking that. I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do yet, but I might be taking a part-time job down there doing RC stuff. I would love to integrate that stuff into the channel. Because I feel like it's a lot of fun. I enjoy it. I used to be kind of big into dirt oval racing and carpet oval racing. So, I don't know if you guys are interested in RC stuff. I can definitely pump out way more content and whatnot if we integrate some RC stuff into the channel. I think that'd be kind of cool, especially in the wintertime because honestly, like, the Mustang is kind of done. There's obviously a few things we can do to it, but it doesn't have heat or regular tires to drive on the road. And like the Honda, we can drive in the winter and stuff, but my truck. But I mean, it is getting colder out, so I want to have another direction for the channel that we can do more stuff other than wrench on cars. Because, like I said, it's kind of one of them things that's easier to do in the summertime or easier to do in the springtime. Don't get me wrong, I still pound workout in the winter, but sometimes it's just not as easy to do it in the winter. I don't know if I want to take the part-time job or not. I think it might be something, that it would be fun just to kind of, do as a hobby. Like go work down there for a little while and see if, I enjoy it or whatever the case may be. Kind of hard for me to take a job because I haven't had a job in quite a while. I had a business that I was running. I sold a lot of e-cigarette stuff. I had a vape shop. Bro, you owned a vape shop? Wow, what an idiot. Anyways, if anybody out there vapes and they want to, I've been trying to maybe start up my juice line too, because I had a juice line at my store that I sold e-juice at my store, obviously, and it was a lot of people really liked it, and I've been thinking about kind of bringing it back and selling the bottles on my website. I don't know if I can do that legally or I don't know, fuck it. I don't know. I'm not sure if it's legal, something I can do, or if you guys would be interested in buying some e-juice from me. That's just another thing I can kind of put out on the website, for stuff for sale, along with the stickers and everything. But yeah, it's just kind of hard to, take a job after doing my own business for a long time and then doing this YouTube thing and just kind of flipping cars and stuff like that. That's all I've been kind of doing to make money, and it's been working out for me over the summer, and I would like to continue doing that, but sometimes it is kind of nice to maybe change up pace a little bit and just go work a stress-free part-time job kind of thing, and that's all this would really be. I've always, the only thing that sucks is a lot of times when I take like a job or a part-time job or a full-time job, it hinders my ability to want to make videos and want to do my own thing. A lot of times when I'm working for somebody else, the interest in working for myself kind of diminishes, which kind of sucks. I don't really have a good balance with that stuff. It's either like all in or nothing, you know. So if it's all in on Hunter Toon, that's all I'll do. And then if it's all in on fucking working at Hobbytown, you know, that would be all in working at Hobbytown. But like I said, it's only part-time, you know, 20 hours a week or something like that. So I think it wouldn't be that big of a deal. It might help me kind of balance, you know, whatever. But another thing too, to kind of keep the channel alive, I was thinking about doing more. I did it last year a little bit, where I would like live stream and talk to you guys, do Q&As and stuff like that. You know, I got this whole webcam software and stuff to do this in my house. So like we can, like a lot of guys use Twitch. It's like a gaming, you know, streaming thing. So, you know, we could play Forza or whatever, and then as I play with, like, say, Christian or whoever, you know, you can play video games. You can watch us play and kind of interact and ask questions and stuff like that. So that's kind of cool. I was thinking about maybe bringing that back a little bit. It's just like I said, like the last couple times I did try that, it didn't really get a whole lot of good response, and I didn't have the setup working very well and all that. But yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I'm trying to find topics and stuff to keep the channel alive. Like I said, if I lived in Florida or, you know, California or somewhere, you know, down south where the weather wasn't as bad and stuff, it's a lot easier to not get down on yourself and want to sit inside all day, which is kind of what I've been wanting to do lately. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to update you guys on what I'm doing and thinking and what, you know, some of the plans might be and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comments. I like, you know, listening to you guys' feedback. But anyways, I'm going to tear into this transmission, see what kind of damage we got, and kind of bring you guys along for the ride, and see how to take apart a B-Series transmission. I've done these on the channel before, so if you guys haven't checked out the other B-Series transmission videos, you should probably go check those out. I've done cable transmissions and hydro. I've done hydro guts into a cable case. I've done all that kind of stuff. So a lot of the older stuff on the channel hasn't gotten any recognition. And, you know, if you guys are looking for that kind of stuff, I have a lot of older videos that are dedicated to, you know, a lot of how-to stuff, you know, like the transmission and all that. But anyways, let's get this damn thing apart. So we're going to start by taking like these basic brackets and stuff off, because this bracket is actually in the way. This is like the bracket to hold the ground from the frame to the tranny. I got to take that guy off because you can't get at this case bolt without taking this bracket off. So we'll take this bracket off, and then we got all the perimeter bolts. They're all 12 millimeter all around the case half. And then after that, all those bolts are out. I usually pull the speed sensor. You don't need to, but I like pulling it out. I should say you don't need to pull the speed sensor to, you know, split the cases. But and then we got the reverse gear bolt, or the reverse, yeah, the bolt that goes through the reverse gear pin. This is just a 14 mil bolt. You got to take that out. And then we also have the reverse sensor. Let me flip this damn thing around quick. So now that it's on its side here, probably going to leak fluid all over the place. Actually, no, I drained this thing, so we're good. You got to take off this hex head plug, or not hex head, but it's like a 1/2-inch ratchet sized plug here. You got to back that guy out, and then the two detent spring bolts. So these are 12 millimeter bolts. There's a spring and a little BB, like a check ball behind those guys. You got to pull those two out, and then this is the reverse gear sensor. I think it's just like a 17 millimeter. Just put a wrench on that guy, back the reverse gear sensor out, and then there's a snap ring that's under the you know, plug right here. This little 1/2-inch plug. Once that's out, there's a little snap ring that you got to open up with the pliers, and once all the bolts are out, you open that thing up with the pliers, the snap ring, and as you pull up on the case, you open that spring, and then it kind of, everything releases, and you know, you can see the inside of the transmission. So I'm going to do all those things that I just said, and we'll get this case split, and then once the case is split, I'll show you guys. We'll check out the damage and stuff, see if this thing's hurt at all, because we were running it quite a bit, and I think it started grinding maybe a hair, like a very slight bit, because my clutch is actually already worn out. I have a stage 5 competition 4-puck. I'm actually going to be switching back to the 6-puck clutch disc. This is the 6-puck that I was running, and this thing was good. It just is a little bit heavier of a disc, so the engagement and disengagement of the gears is a little bit trickier with a heavier disc. So I switched to the 4-puck disc, and it helped a little bit, but it didn't help all that much. So yeah, as you guys can see, it's already chipping away on the corners. This is like, I don't know, 100 miles of use at 500-600 horsepower. So gonna switch back to the 6-puck because it's got more surface area to be able to bite down and hold the power better. But like I said, the gear transitions are a little bit tougher with a heavier disc. But we're hopefully going to be alleviating that with the carbon synchros, because those will actually slow down the gear better to be able to engage the gears easier. The carbon lining on the synchro will slow the gear down faster, more precisely to get it into gear. I had carbon synchros in my last hatch that went 1050s. That car went 1050 like all day long, and it had carbon synchros in the tranny. So I'm gonna do those, and hopefully the transmission issues will be fixed with the car. And hopefully we won't have to worry about misshifts and shit. But yeah, anyways, I'm gonna get to work. All right, guys. So I got the transmission case separated, and one thing I wanted to note when I was pulling everything apart, there's the two little detent spring ball majiggies, and this is how one of them was. So this ball was jammed into the end of the bolt, and the spring is completely missing. I don't know where it is, if it's laying in the transmission somewhere, or if I didn't put it in. I'm 99.9% sure I put it in when I installed this transmission. So I don't know where it could have gone, but it might be why it was grinding in third a little bit. I don't know if that has anything to do with it. I think it does a little bit because it like holds it in gear or something. But anyways, that spring was missing, and I pulled the case off, and everything else looks okay. The teeth on fourth gear and the engagement teeth on fourth, I don't know if you guys can see, they're a little bit rounded, but not terrible. I really wouldn't be opposed to running them again. Third gear looks pretty decent. The engagement teeth, that is. Second gear looks mint yet. The engagement teeth. Reverse is pretty pounded, but that's kind of typical. So now I'm going to remove the two bolts that hold the reverse gear. So we have a bolt here and a bolt here, and this bracket comes off, and then you can pull the reverse gear out. Well, you can do it anyways, but I'm going to take these bolts out that remove this bracket. They hook up to the shift forks. I already pulled the selector out. That's just 3 bolts, and you got to kind of finagle it out of there. And yeah, so once the reverse thing is out, I'm going to pull both the main and counter shafts out together with the shift forks attached. And I'm probably going to put that stuff up on the bench or on the attic steps because my bench is full of shit right now. So yeah, I'm going to pull those out and we'll inspect some more. All right, so we got the gear stacks out of the transmission. I got them stacked up here next to my cams. Don't really have a lot of room on my bench right now because I took apart the Honda and just chucked everything up here. But anyways, yeah, all the stacks are here, ready to get the synchros put in. But I actually took a little break and I went inside and I actually ordered some stuff from Speed Factory Racing because they actually sell, it's a upgraded detent spring for the the ball and spring that I was telling you guys about that I was missing one of the springs. I actually ordered the upgraded detent springs for the transmission as well. So I got those coming. So that'll kind of finalize the transmission after I get the synchros and everything in. But I'm going to make a totally dedicated video just to doing the gear stacks. So like how to disassemble the main shaft and how to disassemble the input shaft. I think those could be like just videos by themselves so you guys know the order of everything and all that. I don't want to kind of compile it into this video because it's already kind of long and I'm just sitting here ranting anyways. But all the shift forks are looking good, and this is the synchros that I got. These are just the carbon lined synchros. I'll probably show you guys comparison when we take them apart. But the inner cone there is carbon instead of the brass that typically comes on the factory synchros. And these synchros actually do look a little bit worn out from what I can tell just by looking at the gear stacks. But yeah, so anyways, the forks are looking good. Like I said, everything else in the transmission's fine besides missing that spring, which I think is actually a pretty big deal. So new springs will improve the shifter feel, and I think I actually got some other stuff from Speed Factory as well. I ordered seals because the axle seal on the one side was leaking, and it's actually torn a little bit. So they're actually pretty decently priced on the seals. So I got a transmission seal kit, which comes with the axle seals, the input shaft seal, the shifter boot seal, all that kind of stuff. And then I also ordered their new oil pan gasket that they do for B-Series engines. It's actually a reusable oil pan gasket that's actually made out of it's like a harder material oil pan gasket, so they don't squish and push out of the pan when you over torque the bolts or whatever. And they say you don't have to use RTV on it or anything like that, but it's like I said, it's just a hardened oil pan gasket, so you can torque the bolts down a little bit better, and everything just kind of fits better and prevents leaks, because this car, any B series you really put together, for me at least, they always seep just a very little bit, especially after a few thousand miles. The B series oil pans are kind of tough to get them to seal properly, so I'm going to try out that new oil pan gasket as well and see how that does. But yeah, that's probably gonna be it for this video, guys. Hopefully I'll get my motor back one of these days and we can get to assembling the motor for the Honda, get all that dialed in. And it's looking like this treat that I kind of spoiled you guys with on the last video that I was kind of hinting at the end might actually be happening. So be on the lookout for that. Not going to spoil anything. It's probably going to be about a month out yet, or maybe a little longer. I'm not exactly sure when it's going to happen, but I really hope it happens, and keep your fingers crossed. Like I said, I'm not giving any secrets out or hints or anything like that, but it'll be awesome. It'll be fucking awesome. I kind of want it to be a surprise for a lot of you guys, and yeah, like I said, it's going to be a surprise for me if it even works out or pulls through or whatever, but it'll be one hell of a story to tell, I'll tell you that. But anyways, I'm gonna head in, play some Xbox, and chill out for the rest of the night. Maybe get back out here tomorrow and do the synchros and stuff like that. If you guys play Forza Horizon 4 at all, add me on Xbox. It's my gamer tag's actually Douche Flute. It's kind of funny. Back when I was vaping and had the vape shop, I actually just made it as a joke, but it's DOUCH Flute. It's like I said, it's just kind of a joke, but I play a little bit of Forza Horizon 4, a little bit of PUBG, and I also play the new Call of Duty Black Ops 4, I think it is. Been playing that quite a bit. So yeah, if you guys want to hit me up on there, let me know what you guys think in the comments of, doing new stuff on the channel, RC stuff maybe, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, so anyways, have a great night, guys, and we'll talk to you later.